Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Shantae Risky's Revenge. Last time we saw the initial intro of the game and also got our destination for this video. And now let's head on into Lilac Hills, which you guys saw a little bit of last video. Not much here to say, really, just mentioning the general enemies here. There's the scarecrows, and actually I think that's about it for now. And these scarecrows, they're a bit stronger than what they were in the beginning of the game. At the start of the game, when Shantae was essentially teaching us how to play the game, they took about one hit, but now they take about two. And I think that's how they're going to stay for the rest of the game. Now you saw up there, let me go back a bit and show off that. Also there's, I guess you could say Mega Man respawning enemies, but at the same time I don't really consider them Mega Man respawning enemies, just because sometimes they don't respawn. But right here is a large chest that usually has something special in it, but we can't really reach it right now, because you can see we are lacking in the ups department. Anyways, let's head right into the next area, because there's not really much else to do. Now I could probably actually, the option is there for me to grind to get some gems so I could afford every other gem required item, rather than every gem cost item. But I don't think we really need to. The game actually gives us plenty of gems as we go into the game, and we're perfectly fine with just the fireball. I'll get to more of that in a bit after this explanation. Right here is the warp pedestal. This thing would actually teleport us to different locations. However, we don't have any other warp pedestals unlocked, so we don't really have anywhere to warp. It's just how it is. So let's continue. Like I was saying before, I don't really require much magic item other than the fireball right now. And that's really because I don't really use the fireball by itself anyways. This is the fireball, and it's useful for range, especially when you're fighting the scarecrows, but I don't really need that against the scarecrows. I'm perfectly fine fighting them with my hair. And here is an item that we can't get right now, so we're gonna leave. You saw over there on the sides are pots that we can break. Usually they drop gems or magic jars or hearts. Like I said before, the game gives us plenty of gems, to the point where sometimes the game gives us more gems than they do hearts and magic jars, which I think is a jerk move. Although it's not really the developer's fault, it's really just drop rate, I guess. I don't really need to kill those enemies. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's just fun. I have a lot of fun attacking these enemies. I don't know why. It's really fun to whip them with my hair, which is also partly why I don't really use magic that much in this game. Also, I was actually going to mention beforehand, fireball, but fire in general. If you use it on scarecrows, light them on fire, meaning they take damage over time. That's pretty useful for later enemies. I don't really use it myself that often, for scarecrows at least. Here's Save Guy again, because, you know, he's totally fine with being everywhere and anywhere at once. Here's the Tangled Forest. This is actually where we need to go, because I think Bolo told us that Rottytops is here hanging out. Go over here. Oh, so those enemies, I don't remember what they're called, but they generally take 3 hits to kill, and usually if you hit them for the first time, they'll fly up. Spiders, by the way, are jerks. I hate them. Not because I have a general huge fear of spiders. What's over here? Not because I have a general huge fear of spiders, but because... That was a full heal, by the way. It'll always heal you back to your max amount of health. But because those spiders will hit you... Oh, what's this? That's a gate we can't open right now, but gems, okay. Gems are cool. I like gems. But because those spiders will go down and up constantly, and right now our hair is really slow and has a weird kind of hit detection. So sometimes we won't hit them when they're high up, while at the same time we can't exactly hit them when they're down low sometimes, because sometimes they're too low to actually hit, or still too high to hit, really. Right here is where the game kind of gets a bit happy with its, I guess, dimensional travel. Dimensional travel in the lightest sense of the term, really. Another jerk spider, kill him. Like I said, those big guys will actually crash down after flying up to the air, and if you're caught, you'll take a ton of damage. Here's a rock that we can't really destroy yet, but these are breakable rocks, kind of like the boulder golem guys that block out certain parts of the stage. Enemies will respawn once you actually leave the screen, so keep that in mind as well. Got that gem up there. You are not going to get the satisfaction of getting to land. Over here, you saw that the way over to the left, or right, was blocked off by a huge gap. However, if we go over here, we'll cross the gap. And moving on right over here is Rottytops, our pal, I guess. You know, the whole brain talk is kind of concerning, considering she's a zombie. It's a dog! What? Yeah, it had a collar, didn't it? A scout's taste, that sounds dangerous. And also cruel to the dog. The web. Literally a web. I like how she's typing on a invisible keyboard as well. How does that work? Well, at least we could find it on our own. Pretty simple. Shouldn't be that hard to find a secret magic seal that should probably have a huge fortress blocking it, just to make sure nobody gets it very easily. They might have the magic seal. Squid Baron living in the forest. I expected the Squid Baron to live near the coast, like up. Where's the coast? Yeah, up to the north, I guess. North, quote unquote. Kind of hard to tell which direction is which in these areas. But now that we got a general area on where to go, jump over that shot. Shots are annoying, by the way, because sometimes you can't really see them. At least sometimes I can't really see them. I might just be legally blind. Let's not go there. Yeah, and I want to explore this dimension a bit. I always like to explore one area before going into the next in Metroidvanias in general. Of course, that usually means I see stuff that I can't really cross until much later into the game, but it's good to find those places and keep those tracked in the back of my head. At least a little bit. Thankfully, he won't actually do anything to us if he crashes on and doesn't land on us, but it will do a ton of damage if he does land onto us. Let's see what's over here. Oh, hey! You! Get up! Yes, yes, I guess it's morning all day now. Warp squids! Once you actually talk to one, you'll get a little choice of where you want to go. Right now we only have one other warp location unlocked, so you only have that choice. I'm not gonna really warp right now, but just know that it's there and it's pretty useful to get around. Now going over to this side. Go to that jerk. Maybe you whip a bit faster if you just constantly press it. Yeah, you kind of do whip a little bit faster if you're constantly pressing the button. Like, it's a little bit of a startup, I guess. Over here is something we still can't explore. Like I said, even if things are blocked off because it's the beginning of the game, I still like to explore every location just to mark them in the back of my head. Just for, like, later reference. Hey, dude. None of that. Over here, we can't really go here because the guy's blocking that off. They won't even actually get up and attack us if we don't whip them. They'll just completely ignore us. I'm pretty sure, at least. There we go. I always get nervous about those things hitting me. There we go. Doing a lot better in this game than my first initial run of the game. I guess because I'm more experienced in this game now. I guess the reason why I like to explore every little nook and cranny is because there's a chance that something might not be blocked off. You never really know, do you? Is there anything up here? No. If we go around this side, however, we'll find another spider. None of that. I should probably start using my fireball a bit more. It's just that I don't need it that much. I find it more satisfying to use the hair. Why not just use save guy here, just in case. Like I said, if you die in this game, you will have to reload at your last save instead of there being checkpoints or anything you can use. Because this is a Metroidvania after all. What is this? Well, we can't really do anything until we bring whoever's inside their lunch. So, let's continue. Exploring the Tangled Woods is always a good thing. Like I said, I like to explore an area entirely. Even if I know that the progress location is in a specific way, that's very clear, I like to explore everywhere but that one location that leads to progress. Just because, you never know, maybe I'll find a nice little health upgrade or something. These guys into shape. Is there anything over here? No. Hit this guy, just for later preference. Is there anything over here? No. Gotta be thorough. Yeah, thorough is the only word I can think of right now. Here, nothing. I do like the look of the jump panels, just like the general, I guess the waviness, the little like after image that plays on Shantae when you do that. Shantae. I don't know how sure her name is pronounced. I assume it's Shantae. Or Shantae. I don't care. I'm going to probably pronounce it any way that I can at the moment. This is a lady? Girl? What do you have to say for yourself? We do need somebody to cook something for us. Well, we have a pup. We have a pup, actually, so let's talk to her again. Thank goodness we found him before, you know, whatever Rottytops could do to it, but we found it. That's a good thing. This is a very intense song for, I guess, really messy cooking, even though she's doing the same thing over and over again. How does her puppy help her? It's just sitting there running back and forth. Then again, having a puppy next to you is always a nice thing in general. It could just be like a little comforting pet to have, because, you know, people love their pets. I wouldn't say I'm really much of a dog person, but still. Does he actually just follow you around? Yeah, he just follows you around. That's kind of cute. I never really noticed that before. But we got a meal, and that one guy did say something about wanting a meal, and him opening up those doors once we actually grab that meal that he wants. So let's head back to it. Whip these guys into shape. I'm gonna be using that pun a lot, by the way. I have no other whipping puns. Like, I don't know if there's any other whipping puns in general you could say other than whip you into shape. All day, every day. No money. I still like to kill everything on screen just for the chance of money, but like I said, I will probably never grind for money in this game. Because the game just throws money at you, so you don't really need it. I like how the game says tasty meal and doesn't even say what it is. Let's see actually if it'll describe it. No, it does. I honestly don't know what it is. In fact, it's kind of overflowing there, doesn't it? Can't even tell if it's a sweet thing or what. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that you're the Squid Baron. Yeah, we're very clearly not a boy. He's a fast eater because that looked like a pretty heavy plate. Wow, you're suddenly very defensive. You're suddenly very, very defensive. I guess we could be reasonable. We didn't really do anything very hostile yet. Yet being the key word. Alright! Wow, you're slow, aren't you? Alright. Alright. So, Squid Baron, kind of a scumbag. For one, he eats a meal and doesn't pay for it. Two, he has a name for it, so I assume he's done this multiple times. Three, he totally has a magic seal and he's just not giving it to us. So we're gonna go after him. However, I actually don't know if this is a short part or not. I initially wanted it to be one little exploration before a dungeon, and then a dungeon, and then an exploration video, and then another dungeon. But I don't know how long we've been going for. I'll be right back just to double check if we haven't actually, if we finished, or if there's anything more to explore. So be right back. Alright, so I don't think there's much else to explore, but I think we have been going on for quite a bit. At least enough for it to condone its own video. So, next time, we'll chase down the Squid Baron. We'll actually fight him a bit, hopefully get back the magic seal, and, well, go through his dungeon. Not quite in that order, probably in a different order, in a better order than what I said. So, see you guys next time.